Mist hangs low over a slow-moving tributary as water slides around roots and fallen leaves. A family of giant river otters breaks the surface in unison, sleek bodies weaving through ripples. One pup struggles with a slippery fish, determination flashing in dark eyes as an adult steadies the catch. The river carries their reflections downstream, bending light into silver ribbons. Above them, the canopy stirs. Scarlet macaws wheel across a pale dawn sky, wings flashing red and blue. They descend together toward a clay bank, voices echoing softly as beaks chip mineral-rich earth. A younger bird hesitates, then follows, learning the ritual that binds flock to forest. Along the bank, a jaguar's rosetted shadow slips from shade to shade. Muscles coil as it tests the wind, patience etched into every step. The river quiets. A sudden surge, water erupts, then stillness returns, broken only by widening rings that drift away like breath. Sunlight pierces the canopy in golden spears. Leafcutter ants stream along a living highway, green flags held aloft. Each fragment passes hand to hand, a quiet industry humming beneath towering trunks. A blue morpho butterfly drifts through shafts of light, wings flashing sky and shadow, pausing to sip at damp earth before vanishing again. Deeper in the forest, a low branch bows under the weight of a three-toed sloth. It moves with unhurried resolve, a mother guiding her, clinging young toward a cluster of tender leaves. Time stretches around them, the forest accommodating their pace. A poison dart frog emerges from leaf litter, skin gleaming like a living jewel. It climbs a slick stem, pauses, then disappears into the green, leaving only a pulse of color behind. Nearby, a rhinoceros beetle locks horns with a rival on a fallen log. The contest is brief. One retreats, the victor lifting its armored head toward the light. Rain begins without warning, drops drum the canopy, then soften into a steady whisper. A reticulated python lies coiled along a branch, scales catching water like glass. Below, a small mammal hesitates at the edge of a clearing. The forest holds its breath. The strike is swift, final, and the rain carries on, indifferent. The river widens, pulling the scene outward. Pink river dolphins surface, pale arcs gliding through brown water. A calf stays close to its mother, mimicking her turns as they pass beneath a curtain of rain. The current gathers them and moves on. As clouds thin, the river becomes a road. It leads to wetlands where herons wade with patient steps, spearing fish in shallow pools. Flamingos gather beyond, a soft blush spreading across mirrored water as they feed in synchronized sweeps, necks bending like calligraphy. Midday heat presses down. A caiman basks on a muddy bank, jaws agape, ancient stillness radiating from armored skin. Dragonflies patrol above, iridescent bodies hovering, then darting to snatch prey from the air. Heat shimmers, blurring edges. Dusk slides in. A spotted owl launches from a branch, wings whispering. It drops soundlessly onto prey, then returns to its perch, eyes glowing amber in fading light. Fireflies rise from grasses, small stars igniting one by one. Along a North American river, a grizzly bear steps into shallows, water parting around powerful legs. A salmon flashes silver. The bear's paw arcs. Success thrashes briefly, then stills. It eats, nourished by a journey older than memory. Southward again, wetlands glow at sunset. Kingfishers arrow into water, emerging with fish flashing like mirrors. Storks stalk the margins, patient silhouettes against burning sky. Night deepens in the sunderbans. Mangroves knit land and sea together. A fishing cat pads along roots, listening, waiting. The tide breathes in and out, carrying secrets. In the Himalayas, stars sharpen over stone. A red deer steps into moonlight, breath steaming. Antlers catch silver as it listens to the vast quiet. Somewhere far below, a river keeps time. Across the Andes, dawn returns. Condors ride rising air, shadows sliding across slopes. Below, a spectacled bear turns stones in search of insects, methodical and calm. On a Pacific beach, a sea turtle glides through clear water, flippers slow and steady. Later, under a moonlit sky, another drags herself ashore, carving a nest with ancient resolve. Eggs disappear beneath sand, hope sealed in darkness. Back in the tropics, a chameleon inches along a branch, skin shifting hue with every step. Its tongue snaps out, precise and elastic, returning with a meal. The branch sways, then steadies. A praying mantis waits among leaves, posture a prayer frozen in green. A sudden strike, motion collapses into stillness. Nearby, stag beetles grapple briefly at a sap flow, mandibles clacking softly before one retreats. As golden hour returns to the Amazon, toucans hop between branches, beaks catching light. They pass fruit from tip to tip, playful exchanges punctuating calm. The river gathers scenes like memories. Giant otters surface again, bellies full, grooming and rolling together as the day cools. The forest exhales. Fireflies return to the understory, stars mirrored below. Night closes gently. Water carries moonlight through roots and reeds, past lives lived and lessons learned. The jungle hums, patient and enduring, as the river continues, healing, holding, and moving on. Farther south, grass replaces trees. The Serengeti opens beneath a hard blue sky. A line of African elephants moves across the plain, dust clinging to wrinkled skin. The matriarch pauses, trunk raised, reading distant scents. Calves press close, comforted by her shadow. At a shrinking waterhole, elephants drink deeply, trunks coil and uncoil, spraying cooling arcs across backs. A young calf splashes too boldly, slipping and scrambling as adults steady it with gentle touches. Laughter seems to ripple through the herd, carried on warm air. Nearby, giraffes browse acacia tops, tongues curling deftly around thorny leaves. One lowers its long neck to drink, legs splayed awkwardly. The moment stretches, vulnerability exposed, then it rises again, scanning the horizon. In tall grass, a lion pride rests. Cubs tumble over one another, tails flicking, while lionesses watch with half-closed eyes. The heat demands patience. A breeze shifts, carrying the scent of prey. Heads lift, muscles tense. Later, shadows lengthen. The pride fans out, bodies melting into grass. A brief burst of motion, hooves thunder. Then silence settles again. Across the plains, a cheetah scans from a termite mound. Its chest heaves as it gauges distance, timing, wind. A sudden explosion of speed rips across the grass. The chase ends quickly. The cheetah rests, sides fluttering, victory fragile under the watching eyes of scavengers. As afternoon wanes, a black rhino steps from scrub to mud wallow. It lowers its massive head, coating thick skin in cooling earth. Nearby, a hippo surfaces in a river bend, exhaling in a spray that catches the sun like crystals. The light softens. A pack of African wild dogs gathers, tails waving, bodies brushing in greeting. They move as one, melting into brush, a living pattern of cooperation. Clouds build over Asia. In an Indian forest, a chital herd grazes beneath teak trees. Ears swivel constantly, bodies poised between hunger and fear. A peacock steps into a clearing, tail fanning into a living tapestry. The display shimmers, then folds away as rain begins. From the undergrowth, a Bengal tiger pads silently. It pauses to mark a tree, scent claiming space in a crowded world. Later, it slips into a river, powerful strokes carrying it across. Night approaches. An Indian cobra rises from leaf litter, hood flaring in warning as it senses movement. It glides onward, unhurried, slipping into shadow. Monsoon rain swells rivers. In a flooded forest, an anaconda moves like a submerged current, eyes just breaking the surface. A careless splash. The water stills again. High in Borneo's canopy, an orangutan mother builds a nest of branches. Her infant clings, wide-eyed, fingers gripping fur. She settles them both as rain taps leaves. In Africa's highlands, a mountain gorilla family feeds quietly. Silverback presence steadies the group as youngsters wrestle, testing strength beneath watchful eyes. Mist curls around them, softening the world.